So what's going on, YouTube? Nex is here, bringing you something I've never done before. Something that's going to be hopefully a thing that's going to catch on. This is going to be the late hour with Dean.
Hi.
And Nex. So yeah, we're going to try to figure out what topics we're going to talk about and kind of lay that on you. I know it's like midnight right now, so perfect hour for this sort of thing. So yeah, I guess
It's actually 11:59.
Yeah, whatever.
To be exact.
Wow. Just to be exact? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not even mad. Alright. Alright, what are we going to talk about? Let's talk about something that's happened to the metagame recently.
Big threats.
Big threats. Big threats.
Big threats. Tech bloom.
Yeah, tech bloom. That's a problem. Oh my god, it's like basically like Scizor.
But worse.
Yeah, because it can learn Spore and it's got Mach Punch. Dear God.
Because there's usually with Technician Scizor, most people just run the bandit set, but with Breloom, you really don't know what's going to come at you because there's so much diversity in its like move pool.
That's true. I think I've seen all of them but Scarf Breloom at this point.
I used Scarf Breloom before Technician came out.
Yeah.
I used Spore, Superpower, Stone Edge, and Seed Bomb.
That's like an OU Darkrai set. Scarf Darkrai.
No, it was brilliant. I used it when everyone was using Scarf T-Tar as their leads, and I just outspeed them and go for Superpower first before they can kill me.
Oh yeah.
I was so great.
Wow.
But then, sort of Scarf T-Tar sort of died down. Now it's coming back up again a little bit, but
yeah, I've seen a couple people using it. Let's see, who used it? It was it MBZ that used it, like recently.
Maybe.
He's trying to bring it back, I guess. Honestly, I don't see Scarf T-Tar that much.
Yeah, Scarf Breloom, I used it a couple times. I used it on PO back in the day, but it seemed like unreliable in some situations. Because whenever I used Spore on PO, they'd always wake up. They had first turn sleep, and then when I switched out to go into something else, they'd immediately wake up. So it was just a complete waste.
Wow,
it was horrible. So
that stuff happens.
Like every time, like 5 games in a row, that happened.
Wow, just wow.
So I stopped using it.
Yeah, I use Life Orb Breloom. I haven't really tried the Bandit one yet. I put it on a team, but I haven't actually. I think the team I was testing it on, I've only done 2 battles with it, and each time I never got to use Breloom. So
yeah,
it always works out that way. So yeah, Breloom a big threat. Starting to make weird counters for it, considering I made a counter to that and the stupid Amoonguss with Spore too, with Honchkrow with Insomnia. I haven't used that thing since 4th gen, honestly, since Breloom was running rampant then.
But I sort of like came up with something new. It's like a defensive Victini actually with taunt on it. So as long as you could just keep the momentum up and like bring it in whenever Breloom comes in, you could just taunt them so they can't Spore you or set up, and you take both of their stabs. So if you just have like max defense and enough speed to outspeed them, then you're pretty good. And then you just run U-turn, and then they'll probably want to switch out, so you just U-turn right after taunt.
Yeah, that's true.
And just keep the momentum going. It's an easy way to deal with it.
Yeah, I can see that working. It'd be hard, though, considering that I don't think many people would be wanting to switch into a Victini with Breloom anyway, considering that usually Victinis are like Scarf now, or Banded. I mean, Banded is not a problem, but...
I'm saying you can like pull... Like, you can predict their switch in and switch on the same turn.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true.
Or pull a double switch or something.
Yeah, get those epic prediction pants going.
And just run like dual stab with Fire Blast and Psychic, and you're kind of good.
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
That's true.
It shuts down Heatran, shuts down like a bunch of other walls that they'd expect to wall. Cause it's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's see. What's another OU threat? I think we'll start in the OU and kind of work our way down. I know this isn't considered OU technically, but Imposter Ditto's out, which is I don't even know what to think of it. I think it's okay, but I think it's been like I don't know, blown out of the water. It's like hyped up beyond belief, and it hasn't really shown to be as good as it was originally thought to be.
I feel like it's all right, but it's good and all, but like I can never fit it on a team.
Yeah, no.
I don't have like an extra spot to give up that I would rather put a Ditto on.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, someone tried to sweep me with a Ditto. I had +1 Combine in my Keldeo, but my Keldeo ended up two-shotting it because of its defense investments with Sacred Sword, and it was just like, how did you beat me? It's like, well, first of all, Keldeo has higher base HP than Ditto, which
Yeah.
is one of the drawbacks of Scarf Ditto, in my opinion. Is like, if you can bring in something with higher
Only
HP,
300.
yeah,
Only 300.
and survive hits from Ditto and fire back with something that would like almost kill you, it'll definitely kill a Ditto, especially if it's taking stealth rock damage or hazards or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's my a new name for a Ditto. It's gonna be Sparta.
Spark.
300 HP.
That's actually pretty good. Wait, I remember watching someone use a Ditto. I don't know, but just make sure you put the one thing you have to do with Ditto is to make sure you put 300 HP in it. But someone was like running 240.
You don't.
Something like that.
That's all you need is HP because you don't need anything else really.
Yeah, that's true. I've been using like Expert Belt Ditto, and it hasn't done anything yet. Because in theory, it's so good. Because they're not going to want to stay in on a Scarf thinking you're Scarfed, and then you can just like switch up moves if you're really fast and kind of be like a really buff guy. And
So is my Aggron with Rock Polish 30, Endeavor, and like something else.
what is that?
You rock polish on the first turn, Endeavor the second turn when you're knocked down to 30, and then kind of screwed.
Oh my god, I fought someone in the Hill team earlier that used like Endeavor, Memo Swine. It was like, oh my god, people still use Focus Sash Memo Swine leads with Endeavor.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I hate.
I don't play much OU, but I've seen it.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see, what else is in OU now? Well, technically another threat that's not OU but should be is Amoongus.
Oh yeah, Mungus will get up there. Everyone's using it.
It's gonna join its
it's gonna join its buddy Gastrodon. Because it can basically Thunderous, it's a good check to Thunderous. If it's like choice locked into like Thunder or something, you just come in and just Spore. Just anything.
That's true.
And if you're running Stun Spore, like Dual Spore, like me and you run.
Yeah.
You and I should say. But you can sort of paralyze it and just get rid of it for the entire game.
Yeah, that's true. The good part about using double Spore is that they never know if they want to sleep fodder or they're going to para fodder. You don't know. It's a good part about it.
Oh man.
What else is running around rampant in OU these days? Keldeo. Keldeo is a mixed bag of stuff. I don't know how to feel about it. I like it when it's scarfed and specs. I've tried a calm mindset. It counters Ditto, I guess. That's the one thing about it, but it's not all that great, honestly.
I haven't used it. I played like 2 OU matches since Black White 2 came out, and one guy disconnected on me. I was going to destroy him with a Sandforce Gigalith.
Oh yeah, Sandforce Gigalith.
Choice banded Sandforce Gigalith. It can OHKO, especially defensive Heatran. Just keep that in mind. It's so powerful.
And how much does it do to fully defensive Skarmory? Like 70%.
Oh, it does like 70% to Skarmory. So everyone hop on Gigalith, bring it to OU. But seriously, I just ran on a team and I just paralyzed it. I paralyzed everything on his team. Gigalith got 3 kills. He had his Terrakion left. And hold on, let me check out his team written down. And his Amoongus.
Wow.
And he just disconnected on me. I was so mad. So I wanted to save that just to show that Gigalith has potential.
It does have potential. It's just like one of those pokes that if you can use it, you can paralyze this whole team and just smash everything with rock, like Stone Edge.
Yeah.
Doesn't he get Autotomize or whatever?
Yeah, it gets rock polish, but like,
well,
it gets superpower now, so you kind of have a 4th move just to fit in.
That's true. Do you run like Explosion on Sandforce Gigalith?
I run. I'm probably never gonna use the move, but I run Heavy Slam. It still gets Sandforce boosted.
That's true. Wait, you know what you could use? You could use a Pinch Berry.
HP Ice.
HP Ice.
Yeah.
I guess you could. What's Gigalith's base special defense though?
Special attack.
Oh, special attack. Yeah, not special defense. I don't know what I was saying.
Let me just check right now. It's probably like something terrible, but
yeah, I guess so. If you really want to run it, I guess it'll work. In case this.
It's base 60. It's not even that bad. It's bad, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like physically attacking fighting people that have like base like 30.
But dear God, max is still 123. That's like 123.
Yeah.
That's not going to be hurting much, even 4 times. It's not even going to do like anything to anything really. Stone Edge is still the better choice. What are you going to use HP Ice on? Stone Edge can handle. So
Intimidate Landorus. Duh.
it's just going to bring you back to like what, almost normal after Intimidate. The power of Stone Edge.
Yeah. So it can. Yeah, it just KOs so many things. It's great.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Landorus, forget about it.
If after like a little bit of Stealth Rocks and Spikes damage on a Ferrothorn, it can be 2-hit KO'd. Like a standard, specially defensive Ferrothorn gets 2-hit KO'd by Stone Edge.
Wow.
It's so powerful.
Dear God.
Yeah, I run a team with, hold on, I got my DS on right here. Oh, there it is. Connection with the other person has been lost. That's right, I closed my DS right when you did that.
Wow.
Hold on. Let me just check right now. Yeah, I got Amoonguss, Hydreigon just because of Scarfer, just in case I need one. Because Scarfer is great. I got a Gigalith, star of the show. I got a Ferrothorn, T-Tar for Sand, and that defensive Victini that sort of counters Breloom. Because Breloom is a big threat, but originally I had Gastrodon on this team. But then I realized that Scizor could just clean house, so I decided to put
That's true.
Ferrothorn. But it can still kind of do it if it locks itself into Bug Bite. But
yeah.
I do have Hydreigon. Hydreigon has Fire Blast, and so does Victini, and Victini can outspeed due to speed investment that I have to outspeed Breloom.
That's true. Well, let's see. What else? What other big things have happened to OU recently that haven't been covered or talked about recently? I don't know. Let's move on to some other stuff that are just random all over the place. Why I have it on my mind. Golurk is a big topic for me. Honestly, I thought it was going up after the move tutors came out and it still had Iron Fist.
It has the punches. It gets all the punches. It gets Iron Fist, and if you run a Rock Polish set, a Life Orb Iron Fist KOs a lot of things. It really does.
I don't understand people's problem with it. I run it in OU all the time, and it does good with Rock Polish Iron Fist.
You gotta run Rock Polish, Earthquake, Fire Punch, and Ice Punch. It gets perfect coverage.
That's true.
And with Iron Fist, the punches are boosted to 90, and with Life Orb, it hits pretty hard.
And if that's not like a kick in the shins or anything like that, it's just like the fact as soon as it gets moved down to NU, its Dream World comes out. It's no guard.
Yeah, no guard Dynamic Punch.
I just used that in OU just a few minutes ago. Just teared up everything. It let me set up with Gyarados. That's all I can say. Is like Dynamic Punch, Confuse, hit itself in Confusion, switch in Gyarados, free switch in, set up a sub, and just start cleaning house. Honestly, it's like, why aren't people seeing the potential in Golurk? Is it just usage? Is that the reason why it's dropped down?
Yeah, probably. They probably think it's so cool that they don't want to look like a douchebag for using it.
That's just so stupid. It's a really good Pokemon. And honestly, defensive Golurk walls Terrakion perfectly.
It really does. The only thing you can hit is Earthquake.
That's true. And it's like max out that defense. You can set Stealth Rocks down with Golurk.
And it gets Drain Punch. You can just keep getting your HP back. And it has Earthquake. Stab Earthquake can do a number to Terrakion.
And honestly, Ferrothorns don't want to come in on it. You can use Magic Coat, for God's sakes, if they want to Lead Siege you or...
And you can just put Fire Punch on.
That's true. See, it's got such versatility in it. It's like...
It's got like almost every single move tutor.
I know. Golurk. It gets Fly. Come on.
It's the ground type that gets Fly. That's not part flying.
I know. If that's not
That's
like
when you know
a good
you're a
Pokemon,
boss.
I don't know what is.
I know.
Let's see what else we got on this list of things to talk about.
We don't have a list.
We got move tutors though.
Oh yeah.
What are some amazing things that got moves? Oh my god, one of the most amazing things is that no one ever talked about, and I'm going to talk about it right here. Heatmore gets Giga Drain.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I run.
What is up with that?
I run personally, but I think my defensive Emboar is better than defensive Heatmore.
Yeah.
But Heatmore does get the immunity to fire and gets like a boost, and it can sort of get its health back.
That is true.
And it's slightly faster, but Other than that, I like the M board better.
Oh yeah.
But I can't use it in PU, so I use the Heat more then.
Yes, it is hard to tell. Like, God, there's so many move tuners out right now. Oh yeah, another thing with Keldeo. Everyone's like mad he doesn't get Ice Beam, but he gets freaking Icy Wing, which is actually pretty decent on Specs Keldeo. Because it'll one-shot a Breloom, which is good enough for me.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have here. Kyurem gets Roost. Need I say more? It's Roost. Everything cool gets Roost. It's like Hydreigon gets Roost. Mixed Hydreigon is like awesome, or just Life Orb.
Except Golurk.
Golurk needs Roost.
Golurk needs Roost because it can fly. I mean,
yeah, it can fly. Why can't it Roost with its little butt or something? I don't know.
It's like Rocket torso.
Oh yeah, that's freaking
Gigantor.
Gigantor. He's a robot guy. I don't forget the theme song. Don't even know it. Alright, God, there's so many move tutors out.
I'm gonna be running. Yeah. I'm so mad. I'm really disappointed that Scavalier didn't get Stealth Rocks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He didn't get like any tutors. Like, it's so disappointing.
Yeah, but
like he has great Pokemon. Like, such a cool Pokemon. Has good stats. It just has the worst move pool ever. It gets Mega Horn and like Pursuit, but like that's about it.
His Dream World is what, Overcoat?
Overcoat. I'm gonna run it in a Hail Team.
I was about to say Hell Team. Look out! You got Scavalier. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's just something. That's something I was gonna say. I got it. It was like kind of a cool idea, but I guess I forgot about it. Damn it! Everything got superpower now, so now like freaking
Haxorus.
Yeah, Haxorus.
No, everyone's like mentioned how like Drake got superpower with multi-scale, but no one's mentioned that like Haxorus gets superpower now. Everyone sort of just skipped over it.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen people running it though. Still, they haven't talked about it, but I mean, people are obviously using it.
Yeah.
Cool things that also happened in Black and White 2 came out. Moltres got Hurricane, so did Articuno.
Yep. So did Articuno, but guess what? Poor little Zapdos over there. He just wants to be the perfect drain Pokemon, but no. He could have Stab Thunder and Stab Hurricane.
That's true. Oh my god,
that would be so good.
Do you know how much how overpowered he'd be if he got like Hurricane and
he wouldn't be overpowered because you wouldn't be able to like run Heat Wave because it would be in the rain.
He doesn't even get Air Slash.
I know he really you have to run like HP Flying or something.
Yeah, that's what I used to run like on PO. It actually did okay.
That's probably why it's like UU and not, I don't know, because it doesn't get that good Stab Flying move. And
are people at like Game Freak seriously just like, I don't want to see Zapdos?
Oh no, it's gonna be too good if we give it this. You just run Rain Dance set.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, that's something. What else came out?
Moxie Heracross.
Goddamn Moxie Heracross. Just
Moxie Pinsir, but it's NU, and no one really cares about that.
Yeah, I tried using Moxie Pinsir, but it's not as potent.
Yeah, because it doesn't get Mega Horn, and close combat isn't stab. So.
Let's see. Moxie Heracross does pretty well in OU. That's for sure. I've used it a couple times. I've gave someone a set, and he's been using it a lot.
Marcina.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen he's using it. He wanted a team that could win. I built him a team that can win. It's got the bulkiest freaking core in the world.
I wanted a team that was cool with Dusknoir and Bastiodon. I gave it to Nexus, and he got destroyed.
Yeah, Wild Chase. Like, I'm bringing a stupid team. He's like, I'm bringing a stupid team too. I'm like, alright, well, let's see how stupid it is. It's like all OU Pokemon. I'm like, wow, that's not what I meant, but okay.
It did work one time.
Yeah, it did. It did. I mean, I played like 3 or 4 matches with it, and it did okay. Like, got 3 out of 4. Which wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But I can't, like, judge people's on their skill on Smogon half the time, so.
And on Smogon, it's, like, iffy.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, Trevor P9998. Man, I was pissed. Gigalith was showing itself. I only used the team this one time, and it turned out to be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I think I've had... Alright, I'm going to talk about this. I know you don't know much about this team, but I want to talk about Ubers for a second. Obviously, Kyurem, Black Kyurem, White Kyurem are big threats right now in Ubers. Not much Black Kyurem. He's kind of pushed to the side.
He's kind of just there.
It's true.
It's like, hey guys, why couldn't I get Ice Loop Crash?
Or Ice Shard, for God's sakes.
Oh, that would be pretty
That
cool.
would be that'd be sweet. That'd actually probably bump his usage maybe up above.
White
Yeah,
Kieran.
that's true. Priority ice move.
Because like almost a lot of things are weak to ice because they're like all dragons.
Yeah,
So it'd be really good combined with its base 170 attack. That would just be great.
it would. It'd be like I would like to call it the Memoswine of Ubers. This is almost perfect coverage for that tier. Oh my god, Memoswine is just such a threat no use. It's always been like something I hate to see on someone else's team because I know I'm gonna have to play like around it so hard.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some possible counters for QRM W and QRM B in Ubers.
Reggie Steele.
Reggie
Steele.
Reggie Steele.
Reggie Steele. Reggie Steele. Oh man. Like, I can't believe, if anyone's ever tried this before, I applaud you, but I haven't seen anybody that like uploads that I'm subscribed to use Reggie Steele in Ubers. Because if you think about it, it walls both QRMs fantastically. It walls both their stabs. Its stab is super effective against them, and it gets T-wave, so they're probably not going to want to stay in. You can just switch. They're going to want to switch, and you can just go for T-wave and just do that. And you can run Iron Head, Paraflinch. You get Stealth Rocks, get Seismic Toss. It's not a bad option.
Well, the only thing you have to worry about, I guess, is Fusion Flare in the Sun from a Specs QRM White will still do tons of damage.
Yeah, but just run it in rain. Run it with Kyogre.
That's true. Also, another counter. I think a possible better counter, though it's such a good Pokemon that its drawbacks are so big, though. Bastiodon.
Oh, Bastion is the best. No, but yeah, Bastion is pretty cool, but it can't. Literally, the only thing it can do back is like Toxic and Roar, because its attack stats are just so terrible.
That's true.
They're like almost down in Shuckle territory.
Well, actually, if they set up, I mean, you can set up Stealth Rocks earlier in the game or Hazards and have them roar out. Obviously, they're going to try to switch because they can't do anything to Bastiodon.
It does get Ice Beam, I mean, and Metal Burst, but
it does get Iron Head too. I mean, you could run T-Wave Iron Head
anything.
Roar and Stealth Rocks or something like that. Does it get T-Wave?
With the new? Let me check it. I think it probably does. It gets like Ice Beam, I'm pretty sure it gets T-Bolt. I'm not sure.
Wow, this thing is great. Like, great move pool.
Yeah, just if it was like defenses switch to
attack
offenses, it would just be great. But I guess that's Rampardos. No, it doesn't. It doesn't get T-Bolt or T-Wave.
Well,
it gets Fire Blast. Yeah. All right. I just have a set. Metal Sound, Bastiodon, with a Life Orb, Fire Blast in the Sun.
Wow, that could work.
Yep.
Also, counters to... Alright, we talked about the special counters on the special side with White Kyurem. What do you think about Black Kyurem? What do you think is going to counter that guy?
Oh, I made a good counter to it.
What's that?
Aggron.
Oh yeah, Aggron. That's a good one too.
Aggron, it gets basically the same move pool as Bastiodon, just better stats in general. And it gets Head Smashed with Rock Head. It's pretty damn good, and it gets T-Wave. I run max special defense and max HP. Because it's, even without like any investment, its defense is still like around 400, which is great.
Oh yeah.
And you just I run Stealth Rocks, Head Smash, Roar, and T-Wave. It's pretty good.
That's true.
Well, I've only did one Ubers match, and that was against you.
Yeah, that's...
And then
got read by Kyogre. Combinding Kyogre.
Yep. This is my first Ubers match.
I'm not gonna blame you, man. It's okay. It's your first Ubers match ever.
No, it's I brought a Charizard. All right.
Yeah, I noticed that Scarf Charizard. What did he even do? Oh yeah, you paraflinched me like 3 times.
No, because I paralyzed you with Aggron when you like switched it in.
Oh yeah.
And then Charizard, it was Specs with Solar Power. It was Timid Specs because it can actually outspeed like Timid Specs like Hiram and stuff.
Yeah.
And Specs Solar Power Fire Blast, like it, because since the sun is up, it just annihilates anything. It like 2 KOs Blissey, so That's something to say.
Yeah, that's true.
But since the ring was up, Groudon died because it's not defensive. It's a pretty cool set, but
yeah,
it's top secret.
Top secret.
And so Kyogre's paralyzed, and I just took out Specs Charizard and started using Air Slash, para-flinching.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But back to the theme of counters for Kyurem Black Steelix. How do you feel about it?
Ice Free Shock is still neutral, and Aggron's defense is only like 20 base under Steelix's, and it gets the resistance. So I feel like Aggron's a better choice, and it can fire back with head smashes.
Well, in the whole theme of like choice specs in Kyurem, which I do, I'm assuming choice banded Kyurem Black is probably a big popular choice, which Steelix can handle rather well. It's like the same concept and weaknesses of Scarf Kyurem, for example, or Scarf freaking Zekrom. It's wall by ground types so easily and steel types. Because it usually runs Volt Strike, Volt Switch, Outrage, and Crunch, which is my set, which is a terrible, god-awful set. It never works, ever. Their arm brings like 3 ground types to Ubers now, and I can never have an opportunity to use it.
Yeah. Remember that core that I made, like, that was a while ago. It might have been like 2 months back. Remember that Steelix Lugia core?
Oh yeah, the Steelix Lugia core.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
that was like unbreakable. It was so good. It was so good.
That is true. Now I think it's multi-scale now, though. So
Lugia's a core on its own. It doesn't. It's a core on its own. It doesn't even need a partner.
That's true.
But one thing that can smash through Lugia's shell, SD Rock Gem, Rock Wrecker Rhyperior. Oh man,
that kills everything. Don't even.
It does. It does.
It's not even a question anymore. It's like a fact.
It one shots Dialga. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, max defense, max HP Dialga, right?
Oh well, not max defense. It does max defense, max HP Dialga does like 80 to 90% or something like that. It's super powerful.
Yeah, that's true. But who's going to be running max defense on a Dialga anyway? If they're running defensive, they're probably running special with bulk up or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about running a special bulk up, specially defensive bulk up, Palkia to like sort of counter Kyogre really.
Oh yeah.
You can take those water hits pretty easily.
That is.
Or like rest, sleep talk or something.
Yeah. What else do we have to talk on this show? I'm trying to think of like future topics and things we can talk about right now. Oh yeah, well, tier changes. Down from OU, Minchow and Scrafty are tearing up UU. So. Yeah,
Minchow not really too bad, but like Scrafty is just its coverage and move pool is too good for UU. I don't mind Minchow that much because there's a decent amount of ghost types that you can use.
Yeah, like Pythagoras.
Dusclops won't take anything from Minchow, so if you run max defense of Violite Dusclops, and if you like get a Will-O-Wisp on it, its Stone Ages are probably going to be doing like 3% or something.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, it's not going to do anything.
The main problem here is Scrafty.
Oh man, I think it's because it gets Shed Skin.
Yeah, it gets Shed Skin, it gets Dragon Dance, gets Drain Punch, gets High Jump Kick, for God's sake, if you want to run Bandit for some reason.
I run a D-Dance one with High Jump Kick.
It gets Moxie, it gets Intimidate. Wait, is Intimidate released yet?
If it is, I'm definitely running a defensive one.
Well, are you going to check right now?
Yeah, you can just keep going on about something.
Let's see, what else is Scrafty? It gets Bulk Up, gets Dragon Dance, like we said before. It's just so potent in UU now that I don't understand why it got dropped down in the first place. It's like, this whole basis around usage is cool and all, but there's some things that just don't belong that people don't use. People don't use Metagross hardly and Gyarados all that often anymore. I barely see them.
If Metagross gets dropped down to UU, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Well, it's like one of those Pokemon that's so good, it just still can't drop down, I guess, because just for the sheer fact it's good. You know?
It is actually still being like used a little bit, but I use Metagross, but no one else does. Like I haven't seen anyone use
Well,
it.
all
Like
these usage stats are off of PO, and I'm not on PO that often, except to build teams.
yeah, it's the only time I go on PO just to check if like the sets are legal.
Yeah, I prefer to stick to Wi-Fi. I don't know why. I feel like I'm a better battler on Wi-Fi because I feel like I'm a little bit more
Like you're a little
serious.
bit more cautious and like you don't like rush your plays as much.
Yeah, because when I'm on PO,
Sort of
I'm
take
just
time.
like, I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm just testing this team.
Testing, testing, testing. Click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Like that's what I do on PO. Like I think a little bit, like maybe like 10 seconds about my plays,
Yeah.
but that's really all I do.
That's true. And I don't think anything else dropped. I hear like Virizion might be on the border of dropping on the next usage posting in 3 months or so.
Yeah.
If I hear another person say that Thunderous T is Uber, I'm going to punch them in the face via the internet, because that thing is not. It's good.
It's not very good.
It's slower than normal. It doesn't have priority like T wave.
It's so easily dealt with.
It's true.
If handled correctly, it's so easily dealt with.
But if handled correctly, also it can be like a huge threat to any team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nasty plot sub.
Yeah.
That's like every time I've set up a sub and set up one nasty plot.
It's GG.
Yeah, it's GG.
There.
3 people have forfeited. 1 person forfeited on the 3rd turn. It's outrageous. Yeah, you know who that is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it on the podcast because.
I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Yeah, or make.
Except Trevor P9998, who disconnected on me when I was going to destroy him with the Sandforce Gigalith in OU.
Trevor P, we're watching you forever.
That's going to be the one dislike on this video.
I don't even know if he knows like my channel, or I don't even know this guy. I've never seen him before in my life, unless he just now made a YouTube channel. So
you can like post an angry comment on like my channel that doesn't have any videos on it.
That's true.
If you want to.
Yeah, well, I don't think. Do you want me to leave a link to your channel in this video? You don't even have anything to upload yet. And seriously,
I have 4 subs.
Yeah, I know. And you just need to get your Ace card sometime and start uploading.
Yep, I will
get into the game because you're probably past me in subscribers, honestly.
All right. Let's just. You want to just talk about like some like cool stuff that we've been using?
Yeah, sure. I guess so. Like what? What have you been using recently? That's just something you made.
In UU defensive Kingdra, saw those Darmanitans and Big Teenies running around with V Create and Flare Blitz. They could just sponge those just so nicely. But even if you're running like a normal Kingdra, even with a 4 times resistance, it still does not want to take a Life Orb Sheer Force Flare Blitz from Darmanitan.
That is true.
Or like a Choice Banded V Create from Big Teenie. But if you put like it all in defense, it'll probably take that like pretty nicely. And you could just like run a Protect or something for extra lefties. I run Yawn on mine just to like keep up the pressure on the enemy, on my opponent.
Yeah.
So then you just, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been really running any really super original sets recently, except for I've been trying out different versions of Kyurem, normal Kyurem forms. Defensive Kyurem with dual screening, and Roost plus Glaciate. It's been doing okay.
I thought it was the stupidest idea ever, but you say it's been doing good.
It does okay. Jesus, leave me alone. The stupidest idea I ever had was fling Light Orb or Light Ball with Rock Slides and Headbutt and Roost. That's like the worst set ever.
I ran that like on a BHM on a PU team one time.
Yeah, but
it didn't have Fling Light Ball. It had T-Wave.
Yeah, it actually has T-Wave.
And Recover.
Kyurem's move pool makes me so sad. It gets like good moves for a Choice Scarfer or a Choice Specs Pokemon, but its speed is just lacking slightly.
That's why I gotta go with the bulky one. Subroost. Specially defensive Subroost Kyurem. Ice Beam and Dragon Tail.
That's true. If it got Roar, that would be awesome, so you can run dual phasing moves.
Rest, Sleep, Talk sort of thing.
Yeah. Like, basically an OU Giratina sort of thing with Roar and Dragon Tail.
Yeah. but it doesn't.
It does not. Unfortunately, it does not get that. In UU, I've been running a Stealth Rocks Max Defense Max HP Golurk with Magic Coat.
That gets destroyed by Jamil, the Choice Band and Machamp.
Duh, it's Jamil, some Choice Band and Machamp, and it's a defensive Golurk.
If anybody wants to use a good Machamp, don't use No Guard. Use Choice Banded Guts Machamp, because everyone will come in with their Sableye, be like, alright, so I'm just gonna go burn him because he obviously has No Guard. No, you have Guts, and now you basically have a Choice Band on top of a Choice Band. And Machamp gets Close Combat, which still does even more damage than Dynamic Punch. It just kills everything. If you lock yourself in Close Combat and you bring it in at the right time, you can just literally OHKO almost everything. It's so powerful.
That is true.
If you get a Guts boost, it almost reaches 900 attack. So
without doing anything, it just exists. It just sits there. He gets 900 attack.
Yeah.
Basically.
You don't need, you can just bring it in fresh with 900 attack. It's incredible.
Yep. That is indeed incredible.
And it doesn't get Mach Punch, but it does get Bullet Punch. It gets Thunder Punch for Slowbro.
Yeah, that's good enough, I guess.
Yeah, because Payback you'll still be faster than it, so it'll only do 100, but but Thunder Punch will do 150 because it's super effective.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
So yeah.
Some other things that happened in tier changes that I think was upsetting was some PU stuff. I mean, I don't know how many people play PU or believe that's a real tier or not, but
I do.
I know you do, Dean. I know you do. Luxray, like one of the most powerfully new Pokemon with Guts.
It gets Superpower and Guts now. You can use them both at the same time.
I don't understand. Why is it dropping down? If I can use this thing in PU, what's stopping me from wrecking everybody now? And honestly, it 2-hit KOs Bastiodon with a Wild Charge.
Yeah.
Like with not physically defensive, most especially defensive Bastiodon, I assume. Because I think it would take it a little bit better if it was physically defensive Bastiodon, obviously. But yeah, that's still pretty impressive.
Yeah.
What else has happened?
I don't know.
Just a lot of Magic. Oh yeah, Nose Pass with Magic Coat.
Dude, Nose Pass is easily the coolest Violet Pokemon there is.
It is. Oh my god. If I didn't draw my DS, you guys would have like the greatest Magic and Star Chisel right now with like magic coating sleep powders on Tangulas and rock sliding things to death. It's a Nose Pass for God's sake. It shouldn't be able to do things.
How about your Nose Pass dying to my Spec Sunflora with Earth Power?
That's true. But I got a Pain Split off before that.
Yeah, because you missabbed it and put Speedy Bees in it.
Yeah, I know. It's a fast Nose Pass.
Yeah.
How slow is
funny.
Sunflora, though? That's pretty slow, though, still.
They have the same base speed.
Oh, really? Wow.
You just outsped me because I had hit.
Oh, you had a hidden power, right?
Yep.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
And Simple Swoobat. It's okay. Haven't used it yet.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't really been.
I remember what I was going to talk about. Pinchberries. Oh, boy.
SD Salic Groudon. It's so good.
Dean.
It is so good. Don't even deny it.
It didn't do anything.
It killed a Giratina. That's because you toxiced it.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Then the one time you had like someone with priority, you had a Giratina with Shadow Sneak. Come on.
Yeah.
And it took that Shadow Sneak like a monster.
Because it's a Groudon. It's super bulky.
That's what I'm saying. If you get Swords Dance up and Speed Boost, you're golden.
Does it learn both Swords Dance and Rock Polish?
I don't know. Probably.
God, I love running dual dancing sets on everything.
Dual Dancing Cradilly.
Dual dancing Kingler.
Yeah.
Dual dancing.
You swept me with that.
Yeah, I know. Drapion gets dual dance. It gets agility and swords dance, which is pretty awesome. I've been using that in RU lately. It's doing some work. Because you can put max HP, adamant, and no speed investments, and it still has like 256 speed, so you can reach like 500 speed just with one boost.
It can outspeed a Scarf Typhlosion.
Yep. You can outspeed a lot of Scarfers. That's the cool part about it. And hey, it's Aqua Tail, so Aqua Tail Crunch is my combination.
Yeah. But, yeah, wow, I just had something. Oh, yeah, and RU. I don't play much RU, but when I did, I used a sub-disable Galvantula. That's pretty good. If you run max speed in that thing, it's pretty good, because no one's going to expect it. If it's like a Gengar or something in OU, everyone's like, oh yeah, standard sub-disable Gengar.
And Haunter,
guess what?
Of course, too.
This is a Galvantula.
Yeah, I know. Everyone expects it to be Spexed or Life Orb or some weird normal thing like that. But I like sub-disable Kingdra in Ubers.
Oh yeah, because
Swift Swim is legal, so it outspeeds everything without hardly any investments. You made it bulky. Give it Waterfall, just Waterfall, and honestly, with Rain Boost, it can still hit things that resist pretty hard.
Yeah, he kind of discovered that when I was just looking up everyone that can learn Disable.
Yeah, sub-disable focus. Sub-disable focus punching King. Actually, are you going to make that Nidoking now? Because it does get Ice Punch and stuff now with Sheer Force.
Oh yeah, I guess you could run Ice Punch and Focus Punch instead of Earthquake.
Yeah, that's true.
But Earthquake is a good stab, and yeah, it was.
Well, you can run sub 3 attacks with like sub focus punch unless you want to run disable for sure.
It was the Nidoking was It was alright. The one thing I had problems with, it was physically defensive Bronzong.
Oh yeah.
That was one thing that I had problems with. But other than that, it did pretty well. But Bronzong is really common in you, so
does it get Fire Punch or does it not?
It gets all 3 punches, I'm pretty sure. But the time when I was using it is when I made that Sand Team so I could trap all the Blastoises in UU with Cradilly.
Trap all the Blastoises.
That was the funniest thing. You
went on like a vendetta.
And then every single time I see someone with the UU match, their Blastoise does nothing. It like spins away like one of the rocks, fires off a Scald, and then dies. So I tried to make something that could just take Blastoise and just make people never want to use it again. And I made a Cradilly with suction cups and block. And I would block them. They'd go for like Toxic or something because I'm a Cradilly and I'm a special wall, and they just, it'd be nice to get a Toxic off. Because they don't carry Heal Bell, so then I just go for block. They'd be stuck in here, and since I had suction cups, they couldn't roar me out. And then I'd have Curse and Rock Slide. I just curse up 6 times, and I have Rest. And with the special in the sand, Cradilly was had like godly special defense. It was like over 500 or something. It was insane.
That's actually pretty awesome.
And if you set up 6 curses, you can pretty much just like 2-hit KO everything with Rock Slide. It was the funniest thing. You and Pink Chandelure were just spectating me on PO, just owning people with it. It's the funniest thing.
Those were good days.
Those are the good days when the old PO and then Sandstorm being legal in UU. Like Permasand anyway.
Oh yeah. That's another change that happened. I don't understand why Snover's still UU when without Snow Warning. It's still
He's
UU.
not. It's not UU. It's not UU. Just trust me. I'm pretty sure if you brought it to NU, no one would care.
Yeah.
Unless there's that one person that's just like...
Some proof Snover's too good for NU. Get it out of here.
Yeah, it was just NU like kill someone with like an Ice Beam. Like you kill a Tangela with an Ice Beam. That's HP Ice and not HP Fire.
Yeah.
You kill a Tangela, they'd be like, oh, that's UU. What are you doing? But...
seen a rise in Abomasnow recently, too. Not even in
Ubers. QRM.
Yeah, but it's not even in Ubers recently. I mean, I've battled Tony Flygon that used bringing back Hail to Ubers, but that was about it.
Yeah.
But just random Hail teams just popping up in OU, which is odd.
Yeah.
Well, how long was that? Do you think that was enough time for our first podcast, maybe?
Did you end it?
No, we're still talking. We're still going. We're deciding where we're going to end this. Well, it's been 45 minutes. I think it's good enough for our first video.
All right. Well, it's not completely an hour yet, and this is the late hour, so 15 minutes of elevator music.
That's true.
Coming your way.
So remember to like, comment, subscribe, guys. And if he had a channel, of course, I'd give you a channel link in the description and a shout out. This might be consider my 200 sub special, or it's just going to be a new series, and we'll have special guests and stuff probably.
You're stuck on 199 right now.
Yeah, 199, which is fine. It's fine. Just seriously, subscribe to me. I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, remember to, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on my next regular upload.
And just as a quick reminder, no one battled Trevor P9998 on Smoking.
Yeah, we're watching him.
He's a DCer. He's a DCer.
Blacklisted. The worst kind of blacklisted.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can battle him. He was probably just pissed that I was wrecking him with a Gigalith and OU.
Everyone would be pissed, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Later, guys.
See ya. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought so.